Nicki Minaj needs to explain what in the world is disrespecting black women. Does that mean if you say anything to any black woman, you're disrespecting all black women? I would love to know, because there's some very disrespect. In fact, the black woman is the most disrespectful person ever. So how dare you chastise and scold people for, quote, disrespecting black women when black women say whatever's on their minds and they attack and berate black men 24/7? I mean, just look at the way they treat their fathers. And you know what the Bible says about the way that you treat your parents and what's going to happen to you. Yeah, going straight to hell. Not that black women care, because black women think they can stand before God and say, my father ain't shit. And they think that they won't get poked in the ass with a fork by the devil. Get your butt back in the fire. And then that weave is going to burn up and everybody's going to see how bald you are. See what I'm saying? But she's talking about people talking about lace fronts and whatnot in this video. Hilarious, Nicki. So nobody can make a comment about your hair? I mean, you walk around with damn near floor length hair, and nowadays you're a blonde. I mean, do you know how foolish that looks to see a black woman with blonde hair? You know how unnatural that is? And you got these heifers that are so delusional. They're like, no, there's black people with blonde hair meat. And what percentage of the black population in the world have blonde hair? Is it less than 0.00000000001%? So you telling me that what? Because I don't know, 2,000 black people out of over a billion have natural blonde hair and blue eyes. So genetic rarity, you know, you're going to sit up there and act as if that's the norm, you know. But anyways, Nicki Minaj sat her blonde haired self, scarf wearing self up on Instagram Live and basically came after really not Kevin Samuels so much, but the Fresh and Fit podcast with her insecure sounding self, and said some bullshit like, in so many words, some black woman must have hurt you. Well, everybody's been hurt if they've ever been in a relationship, Nicki. So this whole who hurt you and somebody must have hurt you, a black woman must have hurt you talking point, it's as if I really wonder how many people notice how incredibly dense and dim most women are in America. Particularly black women, but a lot of white women too. Just with the sheer foolishness that comes out of their mouths. Like when you say to somebody, who hurt you? Do you think that somebody who is your age, Nicki, almost 40 years old, has never been hurt by then? Most people have been hurt by the time they're 20. So why would you throw that trauma up in their face and use it as a talking point against them? Are you bullying people for dealing with trauma? Do you know how incredibly stupid that sounds for you to look somebody in the face and be like, yeah, I bet you've been through something. I bet someone stomped on your heart before. Really? That's your best retort? That's what you're going to say to somebody? That's supposed to be your response to them basically saying, you know, here's what I like, here's what I don't like, here's what women are doing wrong, and here's what I'm not willing to accept. You're mad at black men for having standards, Nicki. I don't care if you're worth $100 million and look the way that you look. I wouldn't dare engage in a relationship with a woman like this. She's trash. Just look at the type of men that she chooses to be with. Meek Mill and Kenneth Petty. I judge people by the company that they keep, and her choice in men is proof positive she's not meant to be anyone's wife, making the terrible decisions that she's making. I feel sorry for her child. Do y'all know what that man went to jail, prison, whatever for? Do y'all know why he was locked up? What that man did? He took somebody's life, and he's allegedly a blood gang member. So you have somebody who killed somebody, who's a gang member, allegedly, up there holding your baby. Do you know that gives you automatic bad mother status? Do you understand that? Excuse me for laughing a little bit over here, because it's really not funny, but this is just how I'm dealing with the trauma of just thinking about the situation that she put her own child in. You want to talk about some selfish harebrained, not well thought out, non-caring, non-feeling, non-human shit? That is some low down dirty snake type of behavior. If you have a thing for violent men, fine. But just make sure you get your tubes tied, fried, and laid to the side with pride. Don't have children. Be the chick who does not give birth if that's the type of men that you like, because your lips should have been sealed. I mean, look at the horrible decision that you made. You basically picked the leader of the losers. What is this guy, around 40-ish or a little over 40? So let's just say a 40-something-year-old loser gang member who served time in jail for taking someone's life, and then there were the other accusations and whatnot. And he's basically a house husband. You got this crazy loser sitting up there holding your baby on Instagram like that shit is cute. That motherfucker killed somebody. You trust a man like that with your child? Are you insane? Are you stupid? Are you dumb? Remy Ma voice. It's your job as a mother to protect your child, not put your child in harm's way. And you jumped head first into the fiery lake of hell with a hellion. All because you liked his swag and you thought he was handsome and he's a gangster. You know, this chick is sitting up there. She's talking about, you know, people can S a D word or eat a D word or whatever. It's like you're like pushing 40 and you're somebody's mother. You nasty, vulgar mouth thing. And the crazy thing about it is this is what brothers have to deal with for now. That's unless they get a passport and go marry a real woman. But this is what brothers have to choose from over here. Even though she's not from the States, not originally. She's from Trinidad and Tobago. She's from the Virgin Islands or whatever that's considered to be. But, you know, she's a New Yorker. So she's an American nowadays. And this is what we have to choose from. Some foul-mouthed woman who chooses the absolute wrong man, the absolute worst case scenario to start a family with. And I hope when things don't work out between her and her husband and he does whatever he may do allegedly, you know, like, I don't know, maybe they'll get into something with each other. Who really knows, you know? Hopefully she'll survive if they ever get into anything this year, next year, 2022, 2023 or whenever. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, you went, you got with this guy, stick with this type of man. Please don't go end up getting with some good guy, some decent man if things don't work out. Okay? He's your preference. Please stick with him. Stay on that side. Okay? We don't need to see any more black boys suffering from psychological damage. And whether you realize it or not, your choice in men is one of the main factors attributing to or creating black male mental dysfunction, damage, decline, and all around mental harm. But you chicks care about yourselves. You don't want to hear that your mating selection has anything to do with how your child will turn out, even though it has everything to do with it. Everything. Because you blame shit on men all of the times, but you never blame anything on your decisions when it comes to picking the wrong man. And then you have some of these, God, black women are not smart, but the black women now on YouTube are saying stupid shit like, oh, well, you see, well, I just won't date black men and that'll fix the problem. So it's not the type of man that you're dealing with. It's his race or ethnicity. That's what the issue is. And it's just so mind numbing and mind boggling. It's just so exhausting. There's just the sheer stupidity. And it's like these slow faces that they make, and it's the sounds that they make with their mouths, and the sound, and the fake hair, and the fake nails, and just, oh my God, all of it. The fact that they think that they're queens, like, it's all of it. Oh my God, it's just appalling. I mean, black men, we deserve better. Get yourself a passport, go to South America, find you a real woman. Go over to Europe or the Virgin Islands, go to the Caribbean. And I don't mean find one like a Nicki Minaj out there. But here in America, it's done, brothers. It's done. Go to Europe. Get you a white woman. Get you an Asian woman. Go to Asia. Get you something else. Because this is not it. At all. At all. These chicks are really out here promoting Azealia Banks as if they don't notice she's a space cadet. As if they don't notice something's clearly wrong with her and the things that she says that she does, and she just exhibits this just piss poor behavior, just human excrement. And we have to hear that she's like some genius and some great person. It's like, on what planet do you people live on? I digress. So let me know you made it all the way to the end of this video. The secret password to say in the comment section is, if you think men are currently winning the gender war, say men win. If you think women are currently winning the gender war, say women win. I'm going to say men win in the comment section because, I mean, it's over for this whole gender war thing. You know, the whole like women not having to live up to any sort of standards and men having to do all of the work but accept none of the credit and just say, yes, woman, you're doing everything by yourself. You know, I remember when Michelle Obama said that, well, first of all, one of the things that this idiot said, and this is when Barack Obama was president, she goes, yeah, you know, remember, she was the first lady of the United States of America when she said this. You know, she could be any other celebrity, rather any celebrity, you know, somebody other than herself. She would be Beyonce Knowles, the chick who crawls around with her ass up in the air like a dog. That chick. And she also referred to herself as a single mother. If that's not some disgraceful, hateful, just selfish, self-centered, self-loathing, weird, nonsensical, mentally defunct bunk bullshit, I don't know what is. That heifer literally sat up there in an interview and referred to herself as a single mother. How? Bitch, you're married. You were married years before we even knew who you were. How dare you refer to yourself as a single mother? Black women's identity is wrapped up in so much foolishness to the point where the first lady referred to herself as a single mother, even though we know that she's a married woman. That doesn't even make any sense. Even when the man's there, if he's black or half white, in Obama's case, you know, we're so insignificant according to black women, to the point where this woman sat up in an interview and referred to herself as a single mother because it's like, we just really don't matter. But I know change is going to come. It's going to come soon. Anyway, click the thumbs up button, subscribe, and choose all notifications.